CEDIRADIO World News, Monday, 6th of October 2025. Headlines. French government collapses hours after formation, sparking political uncertainty. Japan's stock market soars amid leadership change and economic optimism. Oil prices climb after OPEC Plus announces a modest output hike. Bitcoin nears all-time high as investor confidence grows. U.S. faces legal battles over National Guard troop deployments. Government shutdown in the U.S. threatens thousands of federal jobs. Greta Thunberg and Gaza aid activists deported from Israel amid tensions. Egypt hosts indirect Israel-Hamas peace talks to halt Gaza conflict. Germany optimistic on Gaza peace progress but warns challenges remain. Nobel Prize in Medicine awarded for groundbreaking immune system research. Full stories. French government collapses hours after formation. In a dramatic political shakeup, France's newly appointed Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu resigned only 14 hours after unveiling his cabinet.
En ce lundi matin, les conditions n'étaient plus remplies pour que je puisse exercer ces fonctions de Premier ministre et permettre au gouvernement d'aller devant l'Assemblée nationale demain.
Political analysts describe the collapse as one of the most abrupt in modern French history. The resignation came amid threats of a no-confidence vote from both opposition and faction leaders within Lecornu's own party. This crisis has sent shockwaves through global markets, with the CA40 index dropping sharply and the euro weakening against the dollar. French citizens are now bracing for a period of uncertainty as the nation heads toward potential early elections. Japan's stock market soars amid leadership change. Japan's financial markets responded positively after Sanae Takaichi won the leadership of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party, positioning her to become Japan's first female prime minister. Her economic policy focuses on fiscal stimulus rather than monetary tightening, a move welcomed by investors but viewed warily by some economists. The Nikkei 25 index surged to new highs, and analysts suggest this optimism could spur a new era of economic growth in Japan. However, the yen weakened against the dollar, raising concerns over import costs. Oil prices rise following modest OPEC Plus output hike. Crude oil prices rose by roughly $1 per barrel after OPEC Plus announced a smaller-than-expected output increase of 137,000 barrels per day beginning in November. The decision reflects OPEC Plus's caution in balancing oil supply amid uncertain global demand. Energy analysts believe this may tighten markets further if demand remains strong, potentially pushing prices higher in the coming months. Oil exporting countries are closely watching economic signals from the US, China, and Europe to determine future production adjustments. Bitcoin nears all-time high. Bitcoin, the world's leading cryptocurrency, is approaching its all-time high of $125,653, driven by renewed institutional interest and growing investor confidence in digital assets. Analysts attribute the surge to a combination of technological advancements, adoption by financial institutions, and rising interest in blockchain-based applications. Crypto enthusiasts see this as a milestone moment, indicating stronger legitimacy for digital currencies in the global economy. U.S. faces legal challenges over National Guard deployments. The U.S. government is facing mounting legal challenges after Illinois and Chicago filed lawsuits to block National Guard troop deployments in their cities. These legal battles follow a federal judge's temporary block of a similar deployment in Portland. Critics argue that the deployment violates state rights, while supporters insist it is essential for maintaining security. This development reflects growing tensions between federal authority and state governments over the scope of military involvement in civilian affairs. U.S. government shutdown threatens thousands of jobs. The White House has warned that failure to resolve the ongoing government shutdown could lead to mass layoffs affecting tens of thousands of federal workers. The shutdown, now in its third week, has disrupted a wide range of services, from passport processing to environmental inspections. Workers in federal agencies, including air traffic control and public health services, are growing increasingly concerned about job security as negotiations stall. Greta Thunberg and Gaza aid activists deported from Israel. A humanitarian flotilla seeking to deliver aid to Gaza was intercepted by the Israeli military, with environmental activist Greta Thunberg and over 170 other activists deported. Israeli officials cited security concerns, while activists argued the blockade violates human rights. Despite the interdiction, one vessel reportedly defied orders and continued its journey toward Gaza. The incident has reignited international debate over Israel's blockade and humanitarian access to the Palestinian territory. Shah, Egypt hosts indirect Israel-Hamas peace talks. Egypt is playing a central role in hosting indirect negotiations between Israel and Hamas to end the ongoing Gaza conflict. Mediators say discussions are focusing on hostage releases, humanitarian aid corridors, and a sustainable ceasefire. While both parties have expressed cautious optimism, analysts warn that deep-rooted tensions may make progress slow and fragile. The talks mark a rare moment of diplomatic engagement in a conflict that has seen years of violence and mistrust. Germany optimistic on Gaza peace plan. German Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul expressed optimism that the first phase of President Trump's peace plan could be implemented by next week. Wadephul stressed that while progress was possible, other issues, including long-term political settlements and reconstruction, would require significant time and negotiation. Germany's role in mediating peace talks underscores its growing influence in Middle Eastern diplomacy. Nobel Prize in Medicine awarded for immune system research. The 2025 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded jointly to Mary Brunkow, Fred Ramsdell, and Shimon Sakaguchi for their pioneering research into immune system regulation. Their discoveries have opened new avenues for treating autoimmune diseases, allergies, and certain cancers. The breakthrough is hailed as a major advancement in medical science, with the potential to save millions of lives worldwide. This is your CEDIRADIO World News Briefing, keeping you informed with the latest, most important stories from around the globe. Stay tuned for more updates as they unfold.